Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Afiq. So we're gonna do a question 1. Question 1 asks the meaning of differentiation and what are the techniques of differentiation. First, we will need to know what is the differentiation. Differentiation is a method in calculus to measure how fast something is changing. Let's say if y equal to x square, and then the differentiation tells you how fast the x square grows as the value of x increase. And then for the meaning of the differentiation is the rate of change of y with the respect to the x. And after that, we're gonna proceed to the technique of the differentiation. So the technique of the differentiation, we have 4. The first one is the power rule. So basically, when you have x to the power of the n, we need bring the power to the front, which is n will be times by the variable, which is x, and then the exponent will be reduced by 1. And then we go to the constant rule for any number that will be always equal to 0. And then for the quotient rule, if there is a 2 function in a fraction, which is the first function is at above and then the second function in the bottom, the first derivative of the first function will be multiplied by the bottom function, and then it will be multiplied, it will be minus by the product of the first function times by the derivative of the bottom function. And then all of this will be divided by a square of the bottom function. And then we proceed to the product rule. Product rules, when we have the 2 functions that need to be multiplied, and then we're gonna use the first derivative of the first function. It will be multiplied by the second function, and it will be plus by the first function times by the derivative of the second function.
Hi everyone, my name is Aiman. So today I'm gonna teach you how to answer the first question. So for the first question, it requires us to use product rule. So for product rule, we have to determine who is u and who is v. So u is this one and v is this one. So u is 3x cubed, and to get u prime and v prime, we have to differentiate it. So we got 9x squared. This one's gonna be 10 2x minus 1, and differentiate, we got 2 sec square 2x minus 1. So now we just have to substitute u prime, v prime into the formula using product rule. So we got 9x squared 10 2x minus 1 plus 2 sec square 2x minus 1 and 3x cubed. 3x cubed and 2 can be multiplied. So we got the answer 9x squared 10 2x minus 1 plus 6x cubed sec square 2x minus 1. So that's the answer for the first question. Now let's move to the next question. The next question requires us to use quotation rule. So like the first question, we have to determine who is u and v. So we got u is 4x plus 1, v is 3 plus exponent x. Differentiate, we got 4 and exponent x. So now let's substitute it into the formula. So we will get u prime 4 3 plus exponent x minus exponent x 4x plus 1 divided by v squared. V squared is 3 plus exponent x squared. So we have to simplify it. We will get 12 plus 4 exponent x minus 4x exponent x plus, oops, my mistake, it is negative exponent x divided by 3 plus exponent x squared. Next, we have to simplify it. We got 12 plus 3 exponent x minus 4x exponent x divided by 3 plus exponent x squared. We can still simplify it by throwing out exponent x. So we got 12 plus exponent x 3 minus 4x divided by 3 plus exponent x squared. So now that's the answer for the next question. That's all for me. Thank you.
I'm Nasir. Today I will explain how to solve question 3 using implicit differentiation. First, we are given an equation that has both x and y mixed together. Because of that, we cannot differentiate normally, so we use implicit differentiation. The first step is to differentiate both sides of the equation with respect to x. Whenever we differentiate a term that contains y, we must multiply it with dy dx because y is a function of x. Next, for the term x cubed ln for y, we use the product rule. We differentiate x cubed first. Then we differentiate ln for y using the chain rule. For the x cubed, we get 3x power of 2. For the ln for y, we differentiate and we get 1 over y times by dy per dx. Y dy over dx. And we combine and we get this. For next, for the term negative exponent power of 2x minus 1, we use the chain rule because the exponent contains 2x minus 1. And we get this. For the term sin 3y, we also use the chain rule and multiply by dy dx. And we can get the answer of this. After we differentiate all of these, we need to combine all the equation we get before. We differentiate everything. We collect all the dy dx terms on one side of the equation. We need to collect all the dy dx on one side of the equation. Then we factor out the dy dx. Finally, we solve the equation to get the value of dy over dx. That gave me a final answer. That's all from me. Thank you.
So now we're back again with me, Afiq. So now we're going to proceed with question 4. The question 4 asks for the linear approximation to estimate value of this one. So first, we need to make an equation from the given. So we get fx equal to 2 over x squared minus cube root x. And then we change this into index law, which is 2x the power of negative 2 minus x the power of 1 over 3. And then we're going to find the first derivative of the function, which is f prime s. So first, we put to the front, which is negative 2 with time by 2, we get negative 4. And then negative 2 minus 1, we get negative 3. After that, 1 over 3, we put to the front, we get 1 over 3x. And then 1 over 3 will minus 1. And then we get x to the 1 over 3, the power of negative 2 over 3. And then we use the formula given, which is fx plus f prime x minus x naught minus x. So the x naught is not given. So we need to find the nearest whole number. We need to find the nearest whole number, which is the nearest number. The nearest whole number to the 8.02 is 8. So we substitute the value of a new number into the equation, which is this one, and then this one for the f prime for the first derivative of function. And then after that, we get the final answer, which is negative 1.971. Okay, that's all from me. See you guys.